We live in this bitch.
Alright, what's up guys? Today we're gonna throw some lowering sleeves on my girlfriend's car. Should be kind of easy. I've done it before on I've done it before on my EK, but we don't have a lift today, so for y'all who don't know, this is a 98 EK sedan. Not sedan, it's a coupe. My fault, it's a coupe. Hopefully this is quick and painless. By the start of it, it's not gonna be.
Here, buddy.
So
you have to loosen it with the thing.
yeah, I shouldn't have to do that, but because I have an impact. But I'm pretty sure these things is like stuck, so I'm gonna have to put the car back down, get it off the jack stands, and then do it all over again.
Pour them bitches from on the bottom. Just yeah.
All right, so I got the wheel off. I just had my girlfriend step on the brake, and we were able to just pull it off with some man muscles. So the next
where? Let me where? Okay.
Freaking. So the next step is to do. We got this one bolt down here, and then I believe we have 2 or 3 at the top, and we'll just be taking this whole thing out. I sprayed some PV blaster on this nut, so it'll be a little easier to get off instead of fighting with the rust, and hopefully that goes good. I think. Alright, so that came out quite easy. Boom. Now we hit the 2 at the top, and if for anybody who's wondering, that's a 14 millimeter.
Alright, so what part is that?
Which one?
Explain what's the issue.
This upper control arm. I'm gonna take this out so that I can push this down and pull this up and out. Because of this little fork down here, I'm unable to get the whole strut and everything out.
Kind of, not really.
So hopefully I can pull that off and just push that down. We'll be able to get it out no problem. So this is gonna be my breaker bar.
The man muscles though. Flex them arms, yes sir.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Exactly. But he has a gun, right?
There we go. Alright, so we finally got that shit out. Now what are you doing?
Now, pulling the strut out. Boom.
There we go.
Alright, so the next step, gotta take this bolt off here, and if you don't have a spring compressor, I'd say don't do this at home. And I'm gonna have everybody around us move, because the last thing I need to do is pull this off and the whole spring shoots out, because we don't have a spring compressor
Listen,
here.
I watched a YouTube video and the guy put a towel on the end so that way it doesn't shoot out.
He put a towel down here.
He put, or wherever it shoots out, he put like a whole bunch of towels, and then when it shot out, the towel stopped it.
So he let it shoot out.
His name was Jim.
Jim, well,
Jim's a dumbass.
You're trusting someone named Jim.
yeah, Jim, we're not doing that. The way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna stand on this puppy and unzip that, because you don't need it. That goes there.
Just because you're
Where's
a
the bolt
civic.
go? The bolt's here. Bolt goes on top here. You put it back on the car. That's it.
The hash slinging slasher. The hash ringing, hash dinging.
The hash dinging? Did you say hash dinging?
Hash ringing, dinging, hash slinging, ringing, hash slinging slasher.
So after we put this on, we're gonna go ahead and adjust these 2 rings. The bottom one is the locking ring, the top one is the height. So basically you just adjust it to the height that you want. It's supposed to go all the way down there, but it looks like it's not gonna do that because the rings will sit right in here. So that's most likely where the spring will sit too. Now these don't give the best ride like coilovers would, but they work, because I had them on both of my Civics and it worked just fine. So let's get to it.
What the fuck I was doing?
Alright, so you put the fork in first, and then push the hub and everything down. Push it up in there, and then if you have somebody to help, it'll be better when you push this back up. You have somebody screwing those bolts at the top. Which, babe, can you do?
What do I do?
So those ones that she's screwing to the base of the frame of the car.
Jay, let me see inside here real quick. So she is screwing in those right there. So that goes into the trunk of the car. That's the hole that you gotta put the coilover through to get it to screw it in to hold that shit in place.
And then we're gonna impact those on so that it stays on tight. And then after she gets those threaded on, we're gonna go ahead and tighten the ones down there and then put this upper control arm back together. You might have to play with this a little bit to get this bolt all the way through, but it should slide almost all the way to the end. Play with it, wiggle it around a little bit to get it in there, and then you should be able to impact it back on. If you don't have an impact, you can use hand tools, obviously. It's just a little bit harder. That'll go back there. Put this bolt in. And it's always nice, if you don't know what you're doing or this is the first time you're doing it, take pictures of what you're doing so you remember where everything goes and how it went. That was my mistake when I did this the first time. I didn't remember where anything went.
That is,
Yeah, just because of this, we do this almost every weekend. My neighbors hate me. Boom. Now we tighten the top.
like, who are you?
Alright, so what I just did was, there's a little bolt back here. I just fucking took that shit out. And then dropped this bolt. And was literally able to wiggle this piece out. I couldn't get the bolt out, but now I got it out. So we're gonna throw this one back on. So basically, to sum it up, loosen this bolt here. Just do some PV blaster on that. Loosen that bolt out. And then loosen the top bolts out. Drop the bottom bolt. When you drop the bottom bolt, you should be able to just wiggle it out. If you can't wiggle it out, I just hit mine with a with a hammer right here, gently, so I didn't bend this.
Nah, you bent all that shit right there. All that?
I bent all of that?
You
Yeah.
bent all that.
It looks pretty though.
Pretty ugly.
Alright, now we're gonna put the new springs and all that
Make sure it's not upside down.
back on, yep.
Jay, don't yell at you. That's just so you don't yell at him.
I didn't yell. I think you did that. Last time you did.
Are you asking me what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So basically putting it right back together. Bolts for the top are at the top. That slides right back in there. It's basically how the same thing, vice versa. When we took it out.
Flashlight.
They're right here on the side.
Yeah.
Right here.
It's okay, I need to see where
That was hot.
Shit.
There you go. Push it. Ew, my fingernails. Just ignore my nails. People on YouTube.
Man, peace.
Bring this bottom bolt. Make sure all this down here is tight, and then make sure up here that the strut is sitting into the fork the right way and that it doesn't fly out, so that she's safe. You'll be alright.
Oh shit.
So we finished the install yesterday. I just didn't finish videotaping because we ran out of daylight and you guys obviously weren't gonna be able to see how it is. But you basically just put all those bolts back together that I was showing you guys, and it's as easy as that. This is the final product. We're obviously gonna get her some wheels, paint her door, and make it look a lot cleaner. But as you can see, that wheel gap is gone. If you guys are wondering how the sleeves ride, for when I had them on both my EKs, they rode just fine. Hers are actually stiffer than mine. Not too sure why, maybe because they're new. But other than that, it rode good last night. We're gonna go ahead and get her in alignment because she needed that even before we put the sleeves on. Get all that done, get the wheels, get the paint. She actually wants to wrap the car, so we'll probably end up wrapping the car. Make it look real clean, exhaust, headers. We plan on swapping the engine soon. I don't know, whenever we get the money or whenever we come up on an engine. We're not sure what we're going with yet either, or what we want to base it off of or build. So we'll see about that. But other than that, that's it. That's all I got for y'all today. Peace out.